My boyfriend doesn't stop mentioning his dead ex-wife all the time after intimacy, and everyone is telling me it's cute, so I am planning to break up with him on her death anniversary. I have been dating Leon for 2 years. Leon's wife died in an accident 9 years ago. Here comes the problem. Leon always talks about his wife. It sounds ugly to complain about, but I don't say it with jealousy. I mean it uncomfortably. He mentions her in intimate moments of our time, such as when we finish having intimacy or when we have a date. Sometimes he just starts telling me random anecdotes about his wife, and I just stay there feeling as if I'm sleeping with a married man and I'm the side piece. I don't ask for much, just to have a date where it's just me and him, a date where I don't feel like someone's lover with a man who talks about the things we like. He goes to the psychologist, so according to him, he's working better on his grief, but I doubt it very much. He still has contact with his wife's family, and I have met them in person only once time because all they did was tell me how much Leon and his wife loved each other and treated me badly. I remember that they put a video with photos of Leon and his wife when they married while I was standing because they didn't even give me a chair to sit. I think, in their minds, it is cute for me to see my boyfriend with his wife. I don't know. It's not cute, it's weird. He always says in front of me that she was the love of his life. I find it cute, but when I think about the future, I'm just like, I want to get old with a man who is making it clear that he will never love me? Is that the kind of love I want? I want to be the only one for my future husband. One time, I took him to my favorite place, and he just said, "It's beautiful. I wish my wife's name were here so we could show her this. You two would have been good friends." It's like being a third wheel in my relationship. I can tell a lot of situations like these. A lot. We talked about this. Most of the time, he just says that he does that without thinking, but then he seems to forget about it and goes back to his usual behavior, and I'm tired. The only time I talked about this with my family, I was only told that a real woman wouldn't be jealous of a dead woman. I'm not jealous. I'm uncomfortable, and would be happy to be with a man who has loved another woman like that and expect him to love me almost the same. I shouldn't expect him to love me the same way since all love is different, and I should just be empathetic and supportive of him. I listened to them, but nothing got better. I've been feeling so much pressure to do this that I can't take it anymore. Anyway, I stopped listening to my family and finally talked with my friend, who's a psychologist, who told me that his behavior is not healthy for anyone and that I should think for myself. She texted, "Good for him for loving his wife so much, but you don't deserve to be used as an emotional support doll." And she's right. I have decided to cut off the relationship, but this year marks 10 years since the death of his wife. His family and my family are helping them host a family reunion to honor her with what she likes. I think it's a nice thing to do, but I'm ready to end the relationship. But I'm afraid I'm the bad guy in the story. The 10th anniversary is in July. I want to end the relationship now, but I fear that I will be a pos if I do that this year when he is so vulnerable, and even my family is pushing me to act as if I was his wife's best friend. He even says that his wife and I would be good friends if we had met. Why would you want your wife to be best friends with the woman you're sleeping with right now? It's too weird. I think I'm insane because everyone around me sees it as cute. In short, I don't know if I should break up with him right now or wait until next year. Would I be a pos if I broke up with him now? Update. The next day, I finally talked to Leon. I needed to break up. He came to see me at my house, and I told him we needed to talk. I went straight to the point, saying I wanted to end the relationship, and he instantly asked me what he did wrong. We had this talk before, and he knew what made me uncomfortable. I was tired, so I listed everything he did. How he never defended me from his ex's in-law. How he never made an effort to stop naming his wife all the time even though I told him 1,000 times that it made me uncomfortable. How does he make me feel like I'm the third in my relationship? How in all our dates he ends up talking about his wife. How we can't have a moment, etc. He apologized, saying the same as always, that he doesn't realize it when he does that. We've had this discussion many times before, but this time, I told him I wanted to break up. I also told him that I don't think his therapist is helping, but Leon just said that he is helping him, and feels mentally well. Leon told me that we could start going together with his therapist because he knows that it can be hard for a woman to be with a widower. Jealousy is a normal thing in this kind of case, and that triggered me. I've let both his and my family make me believe that I'm crazy jealous. I've let even blogs about widower couples fill my head with things like, "You just have to be empathetic. Don't expect him to love you that fast as he loved her. He will always love his first wife more, so just get used to it and be a good woman. He will love both of you simultaneously," etc. I've let myself be trampled on just because everyone told me that getting over a loss is difficult, and I have to be empathetic and think about the other. I'm so damn tired of it. I'm tired of being empathetic. I've been dragging this thought for months, and at that moment, I just burst out. We yelled at each other, and we said a lot of things to each other, but at the end of it all, he went on with his mentality that I was wrong and I was just jealous. He said that I didn't feel ready to date a widower and I ended up being like his ex. I told him that he's a effing hypocrite, that he filled his mouth talking shits about his ex-girlfriend. Once Leon told me that he called his ex by his wife's name by mistake, but now I'm sure that he treated her like he treated me. He probably took a submissive woman to fulfill the void and took us as intimacy dolls. None of that echoed in his mind because he left my house, saying I was just jealous of a ghost and I disappointed him. I'm fed up. I'm so angry while I write this.